Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. A Pox perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. A Pox perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Lord, thank you for another opportunity to be in front of your children. Thank you for another chance for me to have my little 5 minutes of fame. But even in this, Lord, I ask that you would fill me with your presence and with your grace, and that you would give me what to say, Lord, and how to say it, and that you would speak to your children and get across your point, even if it's just to comfort somebody, Lord. I ask that you would bless us, bless the ones listening, Lord. Increase every area of their life. Bless them physically, mentally, emotionally, Lord. Bless their surroundings. Please just dwell within them, within their lives, within their hearts. Please forgive us for anything we've thought or said that was against you, Lord. And Father, please just, be with us and help us get to it and get through it. And thank you, Lord, for your presence, for your omnipotence, for your power, for your love, your mercy, and your grace. And all these things I thought to ask for but didn't, Lord. I ask that you grant your grace. Glory be to God. Amen. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the place to be, the pajama party. Y'all, it is like 5 a.m. and it's been a day, okay? Long story short, recording didn't go how I planned, so I'm hellaciously late, but we're gonna get it together. Can I say hellaciously after I've just prayed? I don't know. We're gonna go with it, Lord. I'm gonna believe that wasn't bad. But your word of the week, I'ma give it to you. I'm about to give you the word of the week. Atrocity. Atrocity for the week. Atrocity is your word for the week. It is a noun, and it is an extremely wicked or cruel act. Cruel act, typically one involving physical violence or injury. Now, the informal version or the informal version is a highly unpleasant or distasteful object. So, with that being said, let me give you your sentence. That unseasoned chicken that Roberto made was an atrocity. Whatever, that's your word for the week. You put it in your own. You'll give me a sentence then. You give me a sentence if you want to do better than that. We're going to jump on into it. This week we're talking about Monsta X. Okay, we have met Monsta X. Now let me drop the disclaimer in here. This is my 5 minutes of fame story, okay? You're gonna hear about the ranting and the raging and raving because I had this concert experience and I want to tell you about it. But once again, friends, we are not judging people on their outside appearance. Don't let these people, I'm gonna start just saying it how it is. Don't let these people talk you out of your panties. Keep them on. Keep them on. Okay? You meet people and they're amazing and they're great, but Remember, this is a concert. They get paid to give you these great experiences. Not to say that these are not lovely people. I'm just saying, don't get so transfixed on this idea of a person that is like your standard and protocol for everybody, because the same great, wonderful experience that you had, 50 million other people probably at that same moment, you know? And so, yes, be happy about the experience you had. I'm not saying it because it was yours and it didn't have to happen for you, but just be careful, okay? Be careful, because I be seeing some of these fans and I'm like, it's rough out here in the land of the living. But I saw Monsta X 3 times, okay? And let me also say, you're beautiful in the skin you're in, okay? Your validation doesn't come from people, all right? Your validation comes from God, first of all. And if you're gonna let any human validate you, it should be yourself, because the Lord is in him too, but yourself, you know. So I just gotta get those disclaimers out, because I don't want people being like, oh, like, you know, no, I'm not saying, I really don't know what it is I'm trying to say, but I guess I'm trying to make the points that, like, while these stories are great and they're amazing, and I love everything about what happened, I still want you to be conscious of, like, men be men and women be women, and we are all human at the end of the day, you know. And so just don't put too much on nobody. Don't put too much expectations on people. But yeah, enjoy your moments and, like, get your flirt on. If you're over the age limit, all right? Because I be seeing some of y'all 14-year-olds like, ooh, that's that girl. He will go to jail behind you, okay? Don't put my favorite in jail because you don't want to wait. It's gonna require age limit. But honestly, he putting himself in jail if he going down that rabbit hole. Anywho's, to the story at hand. Monsta X, unlike BTS, and I'm gonna be very honest. When I first encountered Monsta X, I wasn't feeling them like that, because the first video I saw from them was Trespass. But Trespass reminded me a lot of, like, this BTS video I saw. And yes, I was one of them fans at the time. I was like, oh, they copy BTS. And it wasn't even like that, okay? But I made it. Like, I made it a thing. And so I really didn't like Monsta X at first when I first met him. But when I went back to him, Juhan did it for me, okay? Them dimples, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw it out here. Juhan has my heart on a silver platter. I don't know, like, Jackson gave me that I love you, and it is up there, but, like, on a consistent basis, the one bias that has never changed for me is Juhan. The moment I first ever saw him in Monsta X, it was Juhan. It was Juhan then, it's Juhan now. It's always Juhan on Monday, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 7 days a week, Sunday included. It's just Juhan. It's them dimples. It's them dimples. It's his personality too. Like, he's just so funny to me, and he's so sweet. And like I say, from what he shows and from what he wants us to see, I'm just in love with that man, okay? Like, Monsta X, I have a biased record in Monsta X, and honestly, I can't tell you who it is, because sometimes it's Hyungwon and he's so tall, and I'm just like, you're beautiful and I don't like you. But then it could be IM, because, like, I'm like, you're beautiful. But see, IM can't always be my bias record, because my bestie loves him, so I gotta get out of her lane, first of all. And secondly, he's Juhan's bestie, so I like, because it's Juhan. Like, I'm sorry, I know, it's a thing. Let me get it together. But you know, like I say, it's so funny, because at first, the first person I thought who was gonna be my bias was Shonu. I hands down thought it was gonna be Shonu. I even thought it was gonna be Wonho at one part, but it's just Juhan. It's something about that man. I'm just telling y'all, that is like my main squeeze. Like, my love for the honey bear is just, let me get off of it, because we're here for all the Monsta X. And so, the first time I met them, I actually went to a concert in 2017. I was still in college, and I had got another summer job, and I wanted to see them. They came to to go see Monsta X. It was Dallas. This is how I know it was Dallas. Y'all, let me tell y'all about before the concert. So first of all, this concert was like, I wanted to be bold, I wanted to be beautiful, and I was super terrified. And I remember, yes, I did it. To the concert, I wore this black bodysuit with this black lace dress over it and this white harness and these white platforms and like this headband. And y'all, it was such a scandalous outfit just because I've never shown that much skin before at a concert event, but I really wanted to do it. Like I don't know why, but I really wanted to wear that outfit and be in my sexy girl era. And like my mom was telling me how she was dropping me off and like the security guard was looking at her, she was like, you see it, that's mine, that's all mine. And so I remember this concert because do y'all know them like little clubs that you can put on your wheel to keep it from like moving, and like if anybody tries to break in your car, like you have a club on it. Well, I was moving too freaking fast, bro. Like just too fast. I was too nervous. I was too worried about the concert. I was moving entirely too fast. Some kind of way I ended up without the key to turn the club out. I think I had just put it up too fast before I knew it, and I didn't have the key on me. I think that's what it was. And so thank God that like my Papa Bear ended up talking to these people and they had some tools where they could get it off for free. But I was like, how the heck am I gonna go see Monsta X? I'm gonna have to miss this concert. It was a thing. I was crying. My mama was watching a whole sermon. And so I really do feel like the Lord prevailed because I was not in the right frame of mind for that. And so we get to the concert, and this is a concert that, so I'm gonna tell you about 3 concerts that I saw them at, but this one I went by myself. And so y'all, the concert itself, it was one of the most happiest and saddest concerts I've been to at the same time. And I only think it was sad because I was by myself, and at the time I was feeling more alone than enjoying the actual moment of it. And I was also insecure about my outfit. And so that kind of played a part into it. And y'all, let me tell y'all, at this one part in this show, they are doing this encore, and I still have not grasped in my head that you can go up to the stage for the encores. This black girl, I don't know who you are, lady, but you are lucky I am a changed woman, okay? And that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. But this lady, this black girl, pushes me down in my seat, like shoves me out the way. I'm not lying to you. She shoves me out the way to go to the stage. And by then, I didn't even want to go to the stage. I wanted to beat her up. I'm gonna be very blunt. I was very mad at that girl for that. Cause like, we are all here to see them. And you really gonna be that boy crazy? I don't know. It bothered me. All right. And so Monsta X, do better. Tell y'all fans to do better. But no, like, for real, she had made me so mad. And it just made the concert that much more of a nuisance for me. But I will say, that aside, Monsta X was amazing. I love seeing them the first time. It felt so surreal, like staying in front of this group. Because like Monsta X, they was becoming like my favorite. Like, to me, Monsta X can do no wrong. They could be like, once again, they blew up a whole school of puppies. Well, what the puppies do to them? Why do puppies offend them for them to feel like they had to go and take them out? I am on their side, okay? And so yeah, I love seeing them. Their performances were great. Keon has these vocals that once again just send me, and I'm like, you cannot be this pretty and sing this good. Once again, don't let these people take you out of your what? Your panties. That is right. Okay, voice and all. But yeah, so the first time I met them, I really remember the concert because, like I say, I was alone. I was by myself. It was highs and lows. Like, I'm going to play a couple of videos, and it was just things. So High Touch comes around, right? I am terrified. So we're walking into this venue, and I think this is where it was at the Verizon Theater. So it was where I met BTS, but it was like the opposite side. Like if we're walking in this way to see BTS, we were walking in this way to see Monsta X. And so when I went in there, I was high fiving them and stuff, and I could tell from their faces that like they didn't know how to process my outfit. I got so many stares, and it was like, once again, I hope this is one thing that they don't remember because so much time has passed. But I know between Shonu and Woonho, they were just blushing out of this world. And yes, I say their names like that. Let me say it how I want to. Wonho, show new, okay? But yeah, they were blushing. They were blushing hard. And I was like, look, better you than me, because this is what I wanted from Jackson, and I got none of it. But they were so sweet. Show knew like to fell over the table trying to high five me, and I was like, is it the harnesses or what? You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't be like that because Juhan is down here close to the end. And it was one of those things where the high touch with them was more of them holding our hands and not slapping our hands. Now, I can't say that for everybody, but I know my hand has gotten held, okay? And so when I got in front of Juhan, y'all, I lost. As much as I wanted to be like, I'm gonna say I love you, y'all, I fell to pieces in front of that man. I just could not cope. I could not cope. I could not keep it together. As soon as I got in front of him and he smiled at me, it was just like game over. Now, at the time when I met him, I was so insecure and like self-conscious about myself that I felt like this man hands down hated me, bro. And it wasn't even like that, because I remember the interactions between us, but I think it comes back to what I've told y'all before. Because I could not get out of my headspace about who I was and how I looked, I projected onto them things that wasn't even true. It was just my insecurities and stuff. And so, of course, when I saw Hyungwoo, I was like, listen. Como tú te llamas, yo no fue. Or is it, no, it's yo no say. My best friend's gonna be like, you do this every time. I do. We say lyrics wrong around here 78% of the time. You're just gonna have to get used to it. But yes, they had all left me speechless. Okay, those are some fine men. All right, at me if you want to. They are beautiful. And so after this concert, after me bopping it and popping it while it was hot in my little harness and bodysuit and everything, I go back and I see him again the next year. But the next time I go back to see him, I take one of my former best friends with me. And y'all, okay, I told this girl, look, when you meet them, it's going to be different from what you expect. Because this was her first K-pop concert. And I'm like, when you meet them, it's going to be so much different than what you think. Like, you're going to be starstruck. You're going to be, like, at a loss of words. You're going to be wild. And y'all, and I told my other best friend, like, I'm exposing her. I don't care about it. Y'all, this girl, without like exposing details about her, because y'all know me, I don't ever try to like expose a person unless it's my best friend. Then she kind of gets it because she's game. She's always here with me. But this particular person, I'm like, you're gonna be nervous in front of these men because once again, they are men. Like, anyways, she goes on to say, I'm this and I'm that. Ain't no man gonna hold me down, and I'm just so confident, and I'm this confident, da 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 da, and da 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 da, because she's two parts of something, and so it's a thing. But she was like, I'm this and I'm that, and I ain't gonna let no man hold me down, and I ain't gonna be scared. It had me shook up at the moment because I'm like, wow, I wish I would have had that much confidence when I went to see him. First of all, getting to that concert was a thing. Y'all, I've had so much stuff happen with my car. This trip, my car was heating up, okay? And it was trying to get hot while I was going to her. So I had to be very careful about driving from Jasper to Dallas. But thank the Lord I got there. We took her car. It was the whole thing. So for this concert, I had on this other cute outfit because I don't know what you want me to say about my concert outfits at this point. Like I tell you, if I'm gonna meet these people, I'm gonna just be very blunt and honest with y'all. The way my mindset has been, and I'm not saying that it's a great mindset to have, but I am human, and this was the mindset that I have. If I am going to stand in front of these people who have flustered me and made me question my existence, I am going to like look the part, because now I want you to question your existence. You don't get to see girls like me every single day, so now you have to see me see you. And that is the PG ways that I can make. Now, I'm not saying it's right. And I am not telling you to go to concerts like this. I'm telling you how I went to the concerts, okay? And there's no shame in my game. Yes, the body had to look right. That's just how I felt. And I have lovely features that I have wanted to show off. And once again, I'm not saying that that's the right way to go about things. I'm just being brutally honest and telling you how I went about things and my notions. And so if you see the bodysuit, you see the girls. You can't help but to see the girls. The girls who was being there. Like, the girls was girling, okay? I'm telling y'all, I'm so sorry. But in these concert, shows, baby, I was a wife for a whole 5 minutes in my head, okay? Oh my goodness, my face is so warm. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say about that. You choose what you want to wear to these concerts, okay? You know how to carry yourself. But at the same time, if I could go back, I would wear all those outfits all over again. No shame in my game. But so for this second outfit, the second concert, that's the outfit I wore, and I had like this little flower headband that lights up. That used to be my favorite flower crown ever. It broke, and we no longer have Big Girl, but she was twinkling. Them flowers was looking amazing. So for this show, we were it was in the Verizon Theater again, and it was like we were on the last row in the front section, in like the pit area, I suppose you would call it, before the stairs. We were like on the last row, and it was one of those things where I had got a ticket in the back and she had got a ticket in front. Excuse me, but we decided that whoever we could get to switch with us, we would let them switch. And so since we were in the back, but she had a ticket for the front, this girl was like, heck yeah, I'll be closer to the stage. Like, what you talking about? And so the concert starts, right? And this is when it's still all of them. So thank the Lord for 2 concerts. I got to see every single member. We're having fun. Tropical Night comes on, and y'all, I'm the type of person, if you've known me from any, I didn't say it about the GOT7 one because I was in the back. I was too far in the back. But when my favorite songs come on at concerts, I will wholeheartedly dance them away. Take BTS, for instance, where I almost fell over that chair. That's because I was really like dancing to the Rise of Bangtan. Like, I wanted to be in that moment. For Monsta X, it was Tropical Night. Do what you want to do, baby. It's a tropical night. Tropical night. So gay, y'all. Okay, anyways, Tropical Night is my song, all right? And so we were dancing, and there comes a point where we make eye contact, and it's one of those moments where I already know before he says what he says that I've been clocked. I know this for a fact because while I'm jumping up and dancing around, I'm looking on stage and I am seeing him see me. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw him and then Keon, and I can't remember who else, but I remember seeing IM specifically. And I remember when Tropical Night was over, he goes, okay, I see y'all out there. Some of y'all was really getting down. And he looked at me. And I'm like, this is Tropical Night. This is what I paid for, to be able to dance with you, baby. Like, come here, let me cut a rug. But so yeah, like I say, you're gonna find me being the life of the party anywhere I go. Like, if I'm going to a concert, I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna scream the song off pitch, which is why I'm so glad y'all have been getting these videos without the recordings, because your baby girl has yodeled and hollered some notes that nobody should hear, bro. Just nobody. Even I turned the volume down, and I'm like, baby, no. And to whoever else was around me while I was screaming and getting my best times on, I'm so sorry that you also have me yodeling horrible belted notes on your camera screens, okay? But so they do their stages. Of course, I'm smitten as always, and I'm like, I'm Juhan's wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so when the concert is over, because really for this one, this was like one of my funnest concerts I ever went to. One of the two. The next one I'm talking about after this was the hands down the most funnest I've ever had at a concert. But this one was really, really fun because I finally got to go with a friend. Now, Top Dog, she was a friend too, but this one, so the first one, she was more of like my best friend's friend, but we kind of had a little bit of a bond. But this one, it was like she was my best friend. Like we had lived together in college and all this jazz. Like we were there. Like we were really there. And like I said, I drug her into K-pop. This was her first K-pop group. So it was very fun for me to be able to go with her to her first concert because it was fun. Confetti everywhere. Like it was just a great time. And so so we talked about it before the concert. I was supposed to go in first and she was going to go in after me because she's never been to a concert. So she didn't know how it was supposed to go. But when we started lining up and going down to the room, it just happened the way they called our roles to stand up and walk. She was in front of me and I knew I was supposed to be in front of her, but I made no mistake to correct the error made. So I'm walking behind her. And, sadly, I don't have an illegal video of this one. My phone had died. But so we get there into the room, y'all. It's one of those things, again, where the line has like dissipated. It's thinned out, like they are gone and it's just us. Our section now started. The first person we see, bro, is I Am. Now, for context and clarity purposes, her bias is Shonu. I Am is just kind of that little record that is messing us all up internally. Let's just put it like that. She sees I Am first. This is the first idol she's ever seen in her natural born life. Y'all, this girl, she turns and she looks at me and she goes, I can't do this. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. I'm like, baby, you gotta do this. Like, we are here now. You have to go through this line. Like, put your big girl panties on and don't let these men stress you out. Like, you shall pass, you shall overcome. Like, put your big girl drawers on. And so I'm like, you got this. I'm like, listen, we turn around. We're going to get through this line. Like, I'm right here beside you. I promise. You got this. You can do this. I Am is giggling. He is laughing. He is enjoying this moment to the fullest. So I finally get her to turn around. She goes in the line and she's like so shy and barely looking at these people as she high-fives them. Her face is red. It is a thing. And I'm coming up all cool behind her. I'm like, hi, hello, hi. The only reason I had that confidence is because I have watched this girl, this poor baby, melt down and just not get it together. And y'all, I think the reason why that is such a funny moment for me, to me, that's probably funnier than the Top Dog moment, simply because I warned this girl. I told her, and it's not even like a thing where it's like, you should be so intimidated of these guys, but I don't know, for me it's always been like, they are overseas. We don't get to meet them as much as people do over there. Like, honestly, it shouldn't even be a thing because people always want to assume that any minority who listens to K-pop, like, that's just not a thing. So when you get this moment to finally meet this guy who is trying to sing you out of your undies, it's a different I gotta stop saying that because I don't want y'all to take that from this either. I'm just joking. But when you finally meet an artist who, like, you listen to their music and you vibe with them, and yeah, okay, you find them a little cute. When you stand in front of them, it's so much different than just listening to, like, and I feel like it'll be that way for any celebrity that you really want to meet. Like, you'd be starstruck. Like, baby, put me in the room with like Michael B. Jordan and I'd probably run away crying because they're real. And when you finally meet them, it is just different. And so that's what I wanted to tell her. Like, it is so much different seeing this person on TV and being in front of him. And yes, when it is a person that you're fawning over so much and you're like, oh my, you get in front of them, it is like, oh my, like, this is not what I had pictured, Jesus. And, you know, for me, it was just the whole, oh, I'm this and I'm this kind of woman and I'm tough and I'm dominating. Ain't no man gonna put me in the ground. You know, that's what she was giving off. And she didn't say ain't no man gonna put me in the ground, but she did say the rest of it. And she had her chest puffed out, and I was just trying to be humble and tell her the truth of the matter. And she made me feel like because I was shy and sensitive, that's why my demise happened. But it was funny for the tables to turn. That's why you gotta be careful talking your trash before time comes, because when time came, it was a different story, it was a different everything, and I am got the victory off of that one. She'll never be able to live it down as long as I live. I am won that battle. Okay, it was the funniest thing for me. It was so funny, but it was a beautiful concert. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything about that one. Now the last one we went to was the We Are Here concert, and it was the last concert that Monsta X had together, like everybody together. Now, funnily enough, this concert we were gonna go to, it was going to be a BTS concert, but because like the COVID had hit and everything in between, the BTS concert got canceled. So when they were doing concerts again, Monsta X was coming, and I was like, dang, like I would really love for me to be able to take my besties to see Monsta X as a way to make up for BTS, and because we all love Monsta X. And so the current bestie I have now, this was her first concert, and we did not get to meet them, and I was very sad about it, and I felt so broke because I couldn't get, we were literally like a row away from high touch, bro, and my heart was just so devastated. But we still got to go to the concert, and it was beautiful. Okay, Juhan was playing the drums. I know I keep gravitating back to him, but y'all just gotta understand, like, shambles is what that man had me. But he was playing the drums and like his muscles were showing, and I was like, send me a refuge. Okay, Woonho is out here ripping his shirts off at like every other concert, and I'm like, send me a refuge. Okay, and then show dude is like, shh, pay attention, and I'm like, send me a refuge. It was too much. It was too much. Monsta X, they have your girl whipped. I can't even lie. That group, like, I am just enamored by them. Okay, so sad when they start going to the military, because I was like, but it was very fun. And I think the reason why that concert was the funnest for me is because in the midst of the guys being good, listen, they did bottle flip challenges on the stage, okay? They were doing these dances. Their solo sets and like group sets, man, beautiful. Destroyer, oh, I will always love that. Destroyer in general is such an emotional song for me, and it's one of my favorite songs from Monsta X. But when they performed it, I dang near cried when they performed it, okay? Sorry about that. Sometimes I get so caught up in talking to y'all. It's like I'm talking to my bestie and I gotta refrain. But yeah, I like to cry, and I still have the recording from it. It was such, like, I have the audio recorded, not video, because I actually got that from my former friend. But it was such a beautiful concert, y'all. And I think I just really love, because first of all, I love being with other fans who, when they are enjoying themselves, because that girl pushing me down, that blew my high. But you know, just being around people and seeing people have fun and sing with each other and dance with each other, it's just so wholesome to see girls, especially when they're with their friends and they have so much fun, you know. Or like when you meet friends at these places, and this could be your first time meeting them, but if they gonna dance with you and vibe with you, because I've had girls who have hands down vibe with me, you know, and like they made me feel like I had a little group, a little home, and it was just so fun. Now those concerts to me are mostly K-hip hop concerts, but we're gonna get into that too. But yes, it was really fun, and I have this video of like where I'm looking at the crowd and like I'm looking at my two babes, and you know, this comes back to, like I say last week, even though me and one of the girls, we are no longer friends, because all three of us was really close, and like it's no more, sadly, and we don't have to divulge in that. It's just kind of one of those things where life happened, and in hindsight it did happen for the best, I truly believe. But it was still a beautiful time. It was a beautiful night. It was a beautiful concert experience. And even knowing what I know now about everything that has happened between me and my former friend, I would hands down go back to all these concerts with her, because you just can't take away the moments. And it was such funny moments and such good vibes. It was such a great time. And like I said, the only thing I hate is that we could not meet Monsta X for that final concert, because the bestie that is the bestie right now, I really wanted her to see I Am. Like I wanted them to be face to face, because I wanted her to see Jimin, and it didn't happen. Like I had surprised them with the concert tickets for Valentine's Day, for our Galentine's Day, but like I say, the BTS concert was canceled, and so I was like, Monsta X, you know, like you get to see I Am, but she saw him just from far away. So technically I saw them 3 times. I met them twice, and every time it was the original members, like all of the members. And even that for me is such a great joy, because Monsta X, for everything that happened around Bunny Boy Woonho, I'm so glad that he's doing great by himself, and I'm so glad that he's well. But I am still so sad that he is like not with Monsta X, because they were just such a good group, and they still are such a good group. But you know, OT7 had my heart. All right, they had me in shambles, and now Woonho just has me in shambles because he's Hoseok. It's something about the Hoseoks that just the anywho's. That was my concert experience. Yeah, with Monsta X. Okay, I've seen them 3 times. It was like every year, 2 years, and then the last time I seen them, I think, was in 2020 or 21. I think it was 2020. But yes, that was the last time I saw him, and it was, like I say, it was so fun, y'all. I truly did have fun. I love and I think too, what I really love is like, because I'm so tall, okay, and I used to hate this about myself. I used to hate my long legs, but because I am so tall, you basically will find me anywhere in the crowd, especially if I'm up close and personal. And at these concerts, you will always see me dancing and cutting the rug and trying to break a leg, because I also want them artists to know, like, if I say I'm your fan, baby, it's because I vibe with your music. Now, I may not know much about the shows or your favorite color or anything like that, but I really do love your music, and I'm out here to break my back and break my leg, okay, and have a great time with you, because truly I appreciate it that they come so far away from home to come and be with us, you know, and try to relate to us and our language and our culture, and to even embrace us. And Texas seems like such a fun place for these people to be, and I love that they love coming to Texas, because it is wild here, okay? We are a different breed of people, and so yeah, it just makes me happy anytime I get to encounter them or have any kind of moments with them or anybody. I'm just grateful, you know, I'm so grateful. And so I know I've said this, and I don't ever know who will watch these videos, and I don't ever want to esteem myself to be so great. But should this video ever come across any of their platforms or they catch wind of any of it, thank you for coming. And, you know, to the managers and stuff, thank you for allowing them to come and for us to be able to have these interactions with them, because it's always so fun. And like I say, you know, as a Black fan, seeing them in a positive way, because people don't always understand like why as a Black fan you can love, you know, somebody so much. But first of all, music is universal. We at one point we was all speaking the same language before the Tower of Babel. Okay, we were one people, and music is universal. Music is for everybody, you know. And like, even on that stance, you shouldn't just judge people because they are not as educated about things as you are, you know. Because I have had moments where I have misjudged people and I have labeled people incorrectly, but once again, it comes back to when you start to learn this person, or as much as this person, or you can relate to their music and you can relate to like the messages hidden behind what they're saying, then you have a great time and you vibe out. And Monsta X, they said a lot of great things that I could relate to. And, you know, just knowing what that group went through and seeing them come so far. And like I say, Juha, just his story, and like, even outside of Monsta X, he had my favorite performance for him is Stay Alive, because I'm not gonna even get in that tangent, but I just got love for them, okay? So if my fangirl heart goes crazy for any group, it will always be Monsta X. Well, really any of the groups I told you about, because my little fangirl heart still goes crazy for BTS and GOT7, you know, and Top Dog when I see some of the members doing their things. But this is just another group that I hold dear, and I really love that I got to meet them and that I got to see them so much, because they truly were such a big part of my life, you know. Like, some days we would get out of like college classes and just have a K-pop day where we just listen to K-pop music videos, okay, or watch music videos and looked at performances and stuff. Speaking of which, did y'all ever see that GOT7 performance, This Love, where they had them like cow print camo suits on? Y'all, the former friend, she used to hate that dang performance, and I used to love playing the bucko because we're late for this love. The suits were a little bit, but y'all need to really like sit down with these stylists and tell them, get your mess together, because we're not here for your bad vibes, bro, because y'all be having these people looking busted and disgusted on these stages. Anyways, I've rambled long enough about that. So I really did hope you enjoy. If you did, please kiss me with the like button. Please comment. Have you seen Monsta X? Do you have a favorite Monsta X song? If not Monsta X, do you have a favorite concert song and video or anything like that? Please subscribe, okay? Hit the bell for notifications when I post more. If I'm not mistaken, next week we're gonna be talking about BY. I'm trying to see. It's either going to be BY or DPR Live. I can't remember who came first, because technically I saw DPR Live twice, and that's a whole thing in itself. But it's going to be one of the two. It may be BY, because I think BY happened first. So yes, we'll talk about BY next week, and that's my man's too, okay? I know he got a whole wife and everything, but that's my man. No. Please don't take that to heart. Please don't take that to heart. Once again, y'all gonna see, but he's another interaction where I kind of feel like he gave me princess treatment, and because of the interactions between us, he will just forever be a favorite. That, if you can't tell, that's just the theme of all these. When they treat me like a princess and they baby me it as well, you have my heart on a silver platter, because I can't ask for more. You're spoiling this Black girl on stage, a girl that people say they don't like Black people and da, but you're sitting here and you're taking the time out of your busy night to make me feel included and loved. You're gonna get my love for 5 ever. So yes, please join me back here again for another episode of APP, okay? Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for rocking with me and letting me be goofy and telling you about my concert experience. And if you ever get a chance to go to a concert, you should go. I'm telling you, it is so fun. It is nothing like it, especially when they be releasing the confetti, bro. I forgot to put this in even on the BTS story though. Just make sure that you're around people who are not like dangerous, because I remember for the BTS show, this girl was fighting over a Yoongi towel. Like, he wiped his sweat and threw it in the crowd, and baby, it was like a pack of hyenas. It was so crazy. And then at Monsta X, I saw people going blow to blows for, first of all, a shirt, and I was like, for real? Like, and then the people who were going like for the shirt, one of them was so much older than the other girl, and I'm like, for real, you gonna let them have you out here looking like this, Savannah? Like, get it together. So just be careful, okay? Be careful, enjoy yourself, indulge in the moment, but be careful wherever you go and whatever you do. And remember, in everything you do, keep the Lord with you. Let him have fun with you. Let him bless your nights and your experiences, because it's just so much better that way. But yeah, y'all, please always do remember that the Lord does love and bless you. May he keep you. I love you, and I hope whenever you view this, you have an incredible day or an amazing night. Goodbye, guys.